Good morning, everyone. My name is Brandon Evans. I'm from the University of North Texas. I'm a senior. This is my LTech class, 4510, and I am going to be speaking on diverse communication. The things that I'm going to be talking about today is what is diverse communication? Why is it important? Workplace communication, cultural communication, interpersonal communication, nonverbal communication, and we're going to sum it up with the lessons learned from all of these tips and questions at the end. So we're going to start out with what is diverse communication. Diverse communication is diverse-based communication is the ability to communicate with others with differences in race, sex, color, national origin, and religion. In other words, pretty much says people all around the world, different colors, anybody that you come in contact in your personal life or in the workplace, and people that you do business with on a daily basis. And that's what this presentation is all about. It's just getting to know and what the things that you don't do and the things that you can do to make your communication more effectively in the workplace and in your daily life. Why is it important? Why is it so important is the abilities to communicate diversely, and it is a tool that is beneficial throughout your career as a professional and working with others. Like I was saying before, you have to know exactly what to say and when to say it. It's all about timing when you're dealing with different people and things that you want to communicate. The things that you want to communicate, like if you want to do a work order or anything, says that's pretty much why it's so important, because you want to get your message over effectively. Communication is the most important thing that will help any person be successful. Just like me and you with this presentation. I'm communicating with you to tell you about what it is about communication. And that's what it's all about. Communication is the key to your success. Without communication, we will not know what to do. We will not know. It's all around us. Communication is. Understanding diverse communication establishes strong communication and promotes productivity and alignment. Just pretty much make you a well-rounded person. It markets you, it makes you a person that they know, hey, this guy can talk to people, he can get stuff done, he'll make sure everybody has it done, pretty much. This is why it's so important in your life to have communication and know how to diversely communicate. Workplace communication. Training international people early and often. Knowing exactly what to say when you're dealing with certain people, like treating people equally when you're communicating with people. That's what it's all about. When you show favoritism, that's when you start getting certain ways and how people are. But when you training people, you have to treat them just like they was a person from your own country. So you have to make sure that you do treat everybody the same. Prepare all employees with cultural awareness, letting them know that we all are different, but we have to work together for a goal. We have to make sure that we all in this thing together, like with anything, like a husband and a wife. and pretty much just like a team. We have to do this thing together. So that's what makes workplace communication more effective when everybody's on one page. You have to get that you have to get that through everybody's mindset, so they know exactly what we need to do, and that will make it more easier for us to be able to communicate. And don't use jargons or slang. Try to avoid that at all means, because that pretty much might offend someone. You don't know how that person is, so you have to make sure that you know exactly what to say and how to say it. Just like I said before, you have to be willing to listen. Active listening. That is a great tip whenever you are thinking about workplace communication or any communication. Active listening is so important nowadays in the workplace. It's effective. It is very effective. And teach. You have to be able to re-establish what that person says to them. So it's just like feedback. So it's just like communication. It's like, hey, you listen, active listening, give it back to them, feedback. And that just makes our communication more effective in the workplace. That's what we all need to being successful. Cultural communication. You go out with your friends, hanging out with them, you meet somebody new. I'm a very introverted person, extroverted person when I'm out in public, but when I'm at home, I'm an introvert. So, pretty much I meet all types of people. So learning about cultural communication, that's just more important. Like, just try to treat them, like I was saying before, try to treat them like they're from your own country, and like just treat them like a normal person. That makes them more feel like, okay, you respect them for who they are. So it's nothing different, but you do have to understand that some people might not understand you the way that you understand yourself. So you do have to learn about different cultural communication. Not so much of like, oh, try to have an accent whenever you try to talk to them, but try to be effective in communicating with them to be the best, to have the best way to get the message over that you want to get to them. Analyze the workplace and find best ways to communicate. Just pretty much just find ways to like, hey, find a common ground. Oh, they work in sales. Get over here, go over there, and actually, hey guy, you know what I'm saying? Just try to talk to them about what they are doing. If you're the manager and you have to manage different parts of your company, that is a great way to go over there and be a part of something that they are in. It's more to communication than just talking to people. It's knowing exactly what's keynotes with them. Like, just knowing exactly what they like to do. That's whenever it comes down to, oh, I really need to do some studying on what communication really is. To be effective in being an employee and being an employer, being a supervisor, whatever. So that's really important, finding good ways to communicate. And create a relaxing environment. Being positive in a work environment, being positive all the time, always encouraging people, that makes people draw to you. So knowing that will make everybody feel like at home, that's great. So, interpersonal communication. Keep it simple. I know that I talk a lot, so I'll pretty much run a person's ear off. But keeping it simple gets people, oh, man, he's pretty cool. I want to know a little bit more. That pretty much lets people talk to you more than you can talk to them, and not getting them in that uncomfort zone. Addressing language barriers, like I was saying earlier, don't try to make a like slang or try to have an accent. Try to treat them like another person, like a person that you would normally talk to, and have respect for them. That's what it's all about, having respect, interpersonal communication. Not stereotyping, that falls under the same thing of don't be trying to, oh, I know man, I know that, blah, blah, blah. No, just keep it professional and try to talk to them with respect. Be aware of personal space when communicating, just like me having distance from a person. You have to know exactly what's comfortable. I always stay at least about 4 feet away from a person and making eye contact all the time. Just making sure. Because you want to make somebody comfortable when you're talking to them. Always, always. That's what communication will actually make it very effective in the workplace, everyday life, in your marriage, relationships, anything. You always got to have personal space. Nobody don't want you all on them. So that is great. So next slide. Nonverbal communication. Just like I'm standing up here, I got my hands moving. I'm really into what I'm saying. I believe in it. I'm very strong about what I say. Whenever it comes out of my mouth, I believe it. I'm strong. I'm confident in everything I say. So whenever people see your action, your nonverbal actions, they really study you and they see, oh, he's standing straight up. He's looking at me. That's nonverbal. That means that you have respect for them. You want to hear what they say. You don't got your hands in your pocket. You don't have them things. So it's always great to pay attention to your nonverbal actions. You know, and using graphics to explain your processes. Just like me, I'm using this. People can read this without me even talking about it. But I'm just going over it. It works all together. Body language. Be aware of your body language. All that goes in hand. You have to know exactly what you're doing at that moment to be effective. You just have to know. Learn about culture, nonverbal communication. So knowing, like, you might sit up there with your hand on your head while you're talking to a person, you might disrespect them. You don't ever know exactly. You don't know exactly what might be a gesture that might trigger somebody's, you know what I'm saying, might disrespect them. That's a very dangerous zone, but we have to get there because we want to be effective with anybody. Family, you know what I'm saying, employees, co-workers, anybody. Normal day, hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing, ma'am? We want to know exactly how to treat people, how to give them respect so we can be effective in nonverbal and verbal communication. These are all the things that we need to be successful in life. The lesson learned is being effective communication can make or break a company or product or any diverse intuition. Meaning that it can make, like, you can sell things with having great selling, like whenever they say have a great, whenever people are saying they have a good marketing skill. Communication, that's the key. Communication is the key to being effective. You know what I'm saying? Being effective and you make money off of what you market. If you can sit there and tell people, hey, you have a great communication skill. You can make a product stand out more than it is. It might be just a simple keychain, but you can sell that thing so much because you have great communication skills. You can sell 1 million of them. You can be successful. So that's effective. It will make or break anything. Poor communication creates interpersonal conflict, missing deadlines, and contributing to employees' turnover. I cannot stress this enough, that without communication, you have negative work environment. You have people that don't respect people. You have countless people that don't want to listen to you. Lack of respect is the most important. Because if you don't have respect in the workplace, how you gonna get something done? They don't respect what we're doing, what we stand for, our belief, our mission statement. That's what it's all about. You have to respect the company that you work for to get stuff done. You have to respect people to be effective in what they are talking about, listening, or progress in life. Professionally, you have to have communication, or you're gonna see results like this. Turnovers are very crucial. That's just like not being effective as a company. You don't have longevity with that company. Longevity, that's what you want. So, any questions, anyone? Thank you.